Hello everybody and welcome to a Christmas edition, or a sort of end of year edition of You Decide, the show where we talk about the biggest talking points, although it's awards this time.
Is Santa Claus real? Is he?
Vote right now.
No, he's not. There won't be any kids watching this, it'll be fine.
Can we stop for a second? Will you eat my carrots then?
That'll be the missus.
So we're going to finish off the year on You Decide with a few awards. Donkey of the Year, Player of the Year, and Moment of the Year. Me and Flav have chosen one each, and we will be debating them right now. But ultimately, you guys decide using the poll cards. Let us know your reasons for your decisions in the comments below. Let's get started. First one, Donkey of the Year. Flav's going to go first. 40 seconds on the clock. Merry Christmas, everyone. Flav, off you go.
I've got it sewn up completely. Joleon Lescott Lescott's had a horrendous year. He's the biggest donkey of the year. He had an absolute shambles at Aston Villa. The Aston Villa fans turned on him completely after the tweet that he sent from his pocket or his arse of one of the most expensive cars I've ever seen. Completely detached and devoid of understanding what it is to be a player and represent their football club. Saw Aston Villa go down, then signs on a free contract with Ike of Athens. That right? Ike? It's not that. It's Ike. It's like Power as well. I'm pretty sure I'm right here.
Really?
Yeah.
It's cutting into 40.
In the same way that CSKA is Seska. This is all true.
Really?
Yeah, because we played them. We had this big debate on our show. Seska, yeah.
Okay, if you're sure, you probably know more than us.
Yeah. So he signs on a 2-year deal of AEK Athens. That isn't right.
Pussy.
He signs on a 2-year deal for Ike of Athens from Aston Villa. He plays 4 games for the club before rupturing his knee. He'd done some terrible injury to these while cycling in his own flat. He refused treatment from Greek doctors and went back to England. All right.
Yeah, nightmare. Not the Donkey of the Year. Good choice, but not the Donkey of the Year. The Donkey of the Year is Vincent Kompany, otherwise known as Vincent Kompany, who's had an absolute stinker of a year. An incredible player, we all know that. But since joining the City in 2008, 878 days he's been injured, 37 different injuries. This year, 208 days of the year he has been injured. He could have been a massive part of Man City winning the league this year in a year when no one else wanted to win it. And when he played, they played well. He missed out on the Euros with a great Belgium side. He could have made the difference there, and he would have captained that side as well. And even in a Champions League semi-final, when he gets fit, he only gets injured. Absolute nightmare.
Right, so I've won this already, right?
Okay.
Because first of all, come on to my pronunciation of
what we do.
Ike.
What about Joleon Lescott?
Joleon Lescott. Listen, all of that, none of that is Kompany's fault. It's not his fault he's been injured. It's not his fault he's been injured. The tweet, which was the worst part of everything that Lescott did last year, the tweet was like, and that was his problem. That was his issue. He created that problem. Kompany hasn't done anything to deserve any of that. Certainly not been named Donkey of the Year by you.
Yeah, true. But he hasn't played.
He hasn't played.
So he's as useful as a donkey, making him the Donkey of the Year. I like Vincent Kompany. I can't even say his name.
Lescott has played and he's still a donkey.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Concede. Yield!
No, but yeah, he has had a nightmare. What was he doing with the tweet? What was that? Just madness.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think it was a scheduled tweet. I think that's probably what it was.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think that's probably what it was about.
So explain the decision to go to Greece. Could have gone to Rangers.
Money.
He's made some poor decisions.
Rangers would have been a good shout for him. Just quickly before we ran out, because there's not even a discussion yet. Lescott, Donkey of the Year, bar none. It's unfortunate for Kompany. You're actually cruel. You're actually cruel for choosing him, in my opinion. But my pronunciation of Ike Athens, right? If I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure it's not pronounced AEK. It's pronounced Ike Athens in the same way that CSKA is pronounced Seska. Come at me.
Let us know.
Don't at me.
Vote right now who's a Donkey of the Year, Kompany because he couldn't play, or Joleon Lescott. Let us know your reasons in the comments below right now, and it will be awarded. We'll try and get in touch with the pair of them, and whoever wins it will be given a donkey.
Yeah.
Probably not. Second up, Player of the Year, Player of 2016. I'm going to go first this time. 40 seconds on the clock. This is an obvious one. It's got to be Cristiano Ronaldo. I know, but look, the stats are ridiculous. 42 games, 38 goals, 14 assists. Third best minutes per goal ratio, 83 minutes per every goal. Directly involved with 39 La Liga goals in 30 games, 31 got scored and 9 assists. in addition to that, Euro 2016, he won it. I know he didn't play great, I know that, but he was there and it created a new layer to this Messi v Ronaldo thing because he's done it now. Is he above him now? He possibly is because he's got that major championship. Messi hasn't got that, and that takes him to a different level. Also won the Champions League, also scored the winning penalty in the Champions League. Yes, he's annoying, but he is the player of the year.
Kante is the player of the year. Obviously, Ronaldo's going to be, he plays in Real Madrid, plays with some of the best attacking players in the world, and they always give it to Ronaldo or Messi because attacking player, Ronaldo. Kante is the thread between Leicester winning the league and Chelsea being top and probably going on to win the league. He's made 42 interceptions this year, more than any other player. 125 tackles, 17 more than any other player. Pass accuracy, 89%. But crucially, he was in the France squad at Euro 2016 and was dropped. And what happened? France lost. Case closed. Done. 40 seconds.
And what? Very good point.
I don't care.
Ronaldo played in that final, won it.
Yeah, fair play.
Trophies are important.
Ronaldo, look, in terms of, he is the best player in the league, but aren't you not sick? Are you not sick and tired of the fact that you have to be an attacking player in order to win it?
I am sick of that, and I think that's a really good point. Not this year.
Would Ronaldo have won Leicester the league? Kante won in the league?
Would he have won Leicester League? That's a really good question.
Probably not.
I don't know. You probably wouldn't have.
Probably would have done, wouldn't you think?
No, I don't know.
Without Kante?
Team spirit, Craig, he's saying.
I don't think it's fascinating the fact that Kante obviously won the league with Leicester. Chelsea knew exactly what they're doing, brought him in. He's an incredible footballer. I just think...
I think you're right in a lot of ways. Kante is a great example that there are things that you can't put into numbers that make the difference between winning and losing games. Yeah. And even his numbers are decent as well in the things that he does. And there's other players who haven't won, like, say, the Ballon d'Or, which is a bit of a joke nowadays. People like Iniesta, who's one of the greatest players of our time, never won it.
Because of the type of players they are. I mean, we said in the previous video about Nedved winning over Henry, but in some degrees that's refreshing. But in the modern era, it's either been...
The one thing I'll say about Ronaldo is that he had double the amount of votes for Ballon d'Or than anyone else. So the top people in the game believe that he is the player of the year.
But these are the same people that put Jamie Vardy at the 8th, most likely to, eighth in the list. Where did Kante finish? Wasn't even fucking recognised.
Wasn't even on the shortlist. Vote right this second and give us your reasons in the comments below. Kante or Ronaldo for your player of 2016. And finally, Flav.
Yes.
Moment of 2016. There's been loads, there's been many. 2 were the most tweeted about, and we felt like those were probably the 2 that we should debate on the show.
Yeah.
Flav, you're going to go first. The moment of 2016 in football was what?
So the moment of the year, obviously Leicester winning the league, 107,000 tweets a minute when Spurs conceded a 2-0 lead against Chelsea, which gifted the league to Leicester. And it's an amazing defeat. I mean, I've said a lot of trashing of Leicester's feats and it annoys me, but the fact is you can't deny that with a kind of average team, if you take Kante out of it, they won the league. It was an incredible thing, and probably there hasn't been a triumph like it in British football since Nottingham Forest did it in 1978, but they did it a year after coming up. But since then, nothing's been seen like this in Britain nor any sporting event around the world, really. I think it's an amazing thing.
Did you round up? Isn't it? Again, you need me to do some sort of countdown or something.
Yeah.
It's sad for me to say it, but the most tweeted about and the moment of 2016 was England crashing out of Euro 2016 to Iceland. 127,000 tweets per minute straight after the final whistle as Iceland beat England 2-1. And I'm a joyous guy, and I wish I could say that Leicester was the moment of the year, but it set off a chain of events, this England defeat, that has created huge sadness for me. That the optimism for England, it feels like it's completely gone. The apathy towards the England situation, international football. We've got a manager who no one cares about. Whoever the manager after that is, they probably won't care about either. That was a nightmare.
No,
struggle there. There's so much to get out.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Apathy's fine. It means you don't feel anything.
No, Flav.
Yeah.
That's where we're different. Oh, it's incredible. These are two incredible stats. So, if you were a man born in Iceland between 1985 and 2000, there is about a 1 in 3,000 chance that you beat England 2-1. That shows
insane.
the size of the population. And I'm sure you've heard a million of those different stats. There were more Welsh speakers, 562,000 on Earth, than Icelandic people.
Do you know what I remember that? I see when I look back, I was thinking I didn't really care. I think like that's the way my brain has kind of dealt with the severity of England getting beat by Iceland in a major competition at knockout level. And I look back at some of the videotapes we did, and I was crestfallen, like properly taken aback by that what I'd witnessed.
What I'm disappointed about is the chain of events that showed that it's such a sort of thin veil in front of us of optimism going into the competition. And yes, that was outrageous to lose to a team like that. But for the hangover to be as strong as it is for as long as it's been means that it was a moment of where a lot of people have given up on, a lot of English fans have given up on England. And for that reason, it is a huge, huge moment. And I worry that the aftermath of that defeat will go on and just get worse and worse.
Come the next competition, everyone's going to be back on board. They will be.
Is that a promise, Flav?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't worry about it. Look, the only reason anyone wouldn't consider Leicester's win to be the moment of the year is because we've heard the story so many times. The fairy tale story is boring to hear, and I get it. But if you remove everything you've heard about it, you think about actually what Leicester done. They've turned a mediocre striker in Jamie Vardy into a goal-scoring sensation. He broke the record, 11 goals on the bounce, held by Ruud van Nistelrooy after he had 10.
Yeah.
You know, Ranieri done an amazing thing with some very, very average footballers, bar Kante, and you know that I've never seen anything like that in the Premier League. There was a time when I didn't think that there would be more than 6 different teams in the Champions League provided by England.
Yeah.
For 20 years.
And then they made it through the group.
That's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. The story of Leicester City is absolutely incredible, and it'll only be made more incredible if they go down this season.
Do you know what? I think this is a great way to end the 2016 with a question that goes, it asks you, the fans, to decide, are you a fan who is a glass half full guy or a glass half empty guy? If you're a glass half full, I implore you to vote for Leicester City. Because that was a beautiful moment, a positive moment, a joyful moment. If you're a miserable git, vote for me. I reckon I'll win that one.
I think you probably will. Are you half glass full?
Definitely.
Yeah, so am I.
But unfortunately, this had the most tweets, and one of us had to do it. It was a massive moment. So that's it for this year on You Decide.
Hope you enjoyed it.
I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you have a great 2017. I hope you've had a great 2016. We'll be back in the new year. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure you give it a like. Subscribe to Bull Street by clicking right here. And also, there might be some other videos knocking about. And if you want to watch more, you decide, click around here.
And click on Is Santa Real. We'll stick that on there as well.
Is real, right?